Hey champions, welcome back to another episode of Sideline Strategy, where an expert is here to talk you through quick tips on how to level up your game within SalesLoft. This week, Mark Stapleton, Customer Success Manager, is here to talk to us about how to create your own signals with no code plays to help streamline your workflows and unlock data from other business systems without ever having to use custom APIs. So, Mark, welcome to Sideline Strategy. Thanks so much for being here this week.
Thank you very much. So, hey everyone, I'm Mark Stapleton. I'm a SalesLoft CSM. I've been here for about 3 years and really excited about this release because now we can take things like a CRM and read the signals that we received from that system to create tasks for our reps. So we can automate that process. So if there's any kind of repetitive task that you want your teams doing, we can use these to create those tasks. So what I'll do, I'm going to share my screen and we will go through an example of how you could leverage these and talk about the different types that we have available. So if you're not familiar, this is where part of our plays functionality. So when you come into SalesLoft, you'll want to go to your settings if you're an admin. You come over into the workflow section where you have plays. And this isn't a demo environment, so we have quite a few plays that we've activated. But in your environment, to create a new play, you'll come over here to the Create Play button. And then what you'll see is you'll see a list of all the different default plays we have. So to get to the no code plays, these are the new ones that we've just added. And there's four flavors to start. We have the opportunity created, opportunity updated, account created, and account updated. So you could pick either one of these templates and then you can start to build in criteria. And what I really like about these plays versus maybe an automation rule is that you can get more specific with your criteria to create this task. And so one that I like is opportunity updated. So I'll show you an example of how you could leverage this feature. So the first thing I would think about is, if I got an opportunity, when certain things happen with the opportunity, would I like to have people from that account added to a cadence? Um, so that's kind of the way I think about it. Or would I want the rep to maybe go review that opportunity? So those are the two actions. I'm going to start with those. The two different types of actions that we have to start with these. It's either add people from that account to a cadence or go review that opportunity record within our deals platform. And you can actually create two actions to do both. So the one example I think where this could be a really cool way that you could leverage this feature is to come to our criteria. And let's say we have an opportunity and we want to, when the stage changes, so I'm going to go with opportunity stage name has changed. And what I'm going to do is let's go with closed. So the example that I'm going to work through is where an opportunity has closed and you want to now take that account and add the people from that cadence to some examples could be maybe a referral cadence, a journey cadence, an onboarding cadence. So I'll go with that onboarding cadence since I'm a CSM and could show you how you would build that. So first thing we'll do is let's get our criteria. The opportunity stage name has changed to closed. And I think we should add a little more in here because we want to only do this for certain record types, right? So you want to do this for like a new sales. You don't want to do this for like a renewal. So I'll go with opportunity record type equals. We'll do sales. In our CRM, that's actually the how we have our record types broken up between sales and renewals. So, you'll have to apply these things to your closed stage name and your opportunity record type that you want us to fire for. Um, and then, other criteria you might think to add could be like not an existing customer. If you happen to have multiple products, so you could put something like not equal to a customer. But just to show you here, the field mapping that you have in opportunities will all show up. So you can leverage all the different opportunity fields, but then you can also leverage account fields right from the same place. So you can pull in account and opportunity fields from your CRM and even owner details. So fields that apply directly to the rep that you want this to fire for. So now that you've got this signal created, now we create our action. So I'm going to say, let's add this person to a cadence. Then you select the cadence you want to add them to. So as I mentioned in this use case, we're going to do the onboarding. I'm going to grab that cadence. You can then also create instructions. I think it's important. So review this account and add the proper POC for this onboarding. people's cadence. All right, so I'll hit save there. So now the rep, when they get the task, they'll have those instructions. And then the last thing that you could also do here is decide who you want the signal to go to. So signal assignment would go to the opportunity owner to start, but you can change that to be the SalesLoft record owner. And I think a great use case is if to use our account user relationships. So let's say you have a CSM on the account, like we do, you can come here and use that. So it'll actually assign this task to the CSM for that account. Last little bit here is you just have to determine like when is the signal received. You could actually put it out like 48 hours. That's when it'll pop up as due for the rep. So give it 48 hours after the opportunity's been marked as closed. And then you can set a due date if you want this task to ever expire. Probably in a case like this, you would want no expiration because you want to give the CSM time to evaluate the account and figure out who to add to the cadence. From there, just make sure you enable it and hit save. And now this will be working for you in the background. When these opportunities are closed, it'll create tasks for your CSMs on the accounts to add people from that account to a cadence to start the onboarding process. And then I want to show you an example of what that task will look like. So let's say I came in to SalesLoft. I'm going through my workflow. This is my rhythm panel here where I actually have to do my tasks. And this is what an add people to a cadence task looks like. So they'll see that in their list. When they click it, it'll actually take them to that account page and it will give them the the list of people from the account that they can click to add to the cadence. And then once they do that, that task will be completed. The people will be added to the cadence and they can kick off that onboarding cadence. So very cool feature that we've just added and hope you guys get some value from it.
Awesome. Mark, being able to create signals from any opportunity update or account and adding all that multi-layer criteria without, having to leverage any type of custom API is incredible. And I know customers are really excited about this. So thank you so much for taking the time to be here and to do the full walkthrough with all those use cases. Those were all really great to hear. So thank you. And champions, if you have questions, make sure to drop them in the comments. Otherwise, we'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.